Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully Enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, in the beginning, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to be very clear with the practice we do here. Because how much you understand about the practice and the benefit out of the practice will bring the ability for you to go deeper. Because otherwise, you may give up. You may get tired. So most of time when you don't understand what happens, you start to give up things. So that's why every day we try to bring different interpretations, the connotations, we try to open different windows for you to look into the practice from different angles. So it will make you clear deeper within yourself, and that clarity will help you to keep practice. So when it comes to this spiritual practice, so as a result, one of the things you gain is the equanimity. And you gain the wisdom, and out of the wisdom, you gain the equanimity. So there are some arguments about the way that we maintain our life. And sometimes out of our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, we resist all the perception and stay away from it. And we stay away from the world. We stay away from the life. We stay away from the experience to gain calm and relaxed, comfortable life. But when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, that is not the way. It is not you stay away from things. You allow the things to experience, but you deeply understand how things come to be as they are. So you have to be very clear with that. So when we develop this equanimity, it develops from different angles. So one of the equanimity is carnal equanimity. So the carnal equanimity means the equanimity of the sensation, senses, this body, the feelings, and not to resist, not to have craving, regarding the senses. Another one is the emotional equanimity. When the emotions arise, to know about that each and every moment happen because of many causes and conditions. Another thing is that all going to change. And the other thing is that the regarding this, the equanimity about our self, that resisting some kind of life and looking for different life. Oh, I don't like this kind of life. I want this kind of life. Like that. We trying to transform the self to some different level. So in this way, there are and the other one is the spiritual equanimity. So the deeply when it comes to understand everything as it is, allowing us to accept things with the deeper, clear understanding. So like that, and it will help us to get out of, rather than holding, personalizing, just to see things in a deeper level. And when we experience some kind of lower level, and even when we experience something in the higher level, in the both, we recognizing that anything not going to be permanent. So that is one thing. Another thing is, when we see the happiness, we see the unhappiness also in that happiness. And when we see the unhappiness, we see happiness in the unhappiness. When we see the sad, worry, disappointment, and we see in that sad, worry, disappointment, happiness, satisfaction. And when we see the satisfaction and happiness, we see the sad, worry, disappointment in that happiness. So like that, balancing that our own experience in both ways, rather than separating, developing dualistic mind from here to there or there to here, finding this middle, then accepting this everything is a way to develop kind of like equanimity. So when it comes to that, why even in the conventional level, just mentally, we can practice it in day-to-day life with our understanding. So by the time out of your spiritual practice, deeply you can gain a deeper wisdom regarding this, and naturally you're going to have a wisdom regarding that. But even in the day-to-day life, in conventional life, you need this conventionally to practice and apply this equanimity and find the balance. So why we need that? Because deeper we have a nature to interfere with situations. We always think we have to do something, even physically, mentally, verbally. We always trying to interfere with actions. But it is not like that. You don't need to do that things like that way. But this is our nature. Not even in this very lifetime, this habitual pattern come out of our samsaric journey sometimes. Always we are into something. I will bring a shorter story for this to make it very clear how we interfere with situations, and out of that interference, how we create that more and more this inner tangle and bring this outer tangle. So there was a guru, and he was very old. in a kind of like a little temple, and there were some other gurus, teachers, but there was the older teacher was kind of like ready to pass away. And then there was a newcomer, new student also, young students also used to take care of this old teacher. So by the time one day, now this old master ready to die, and this young student used to take care of him, and then the young student asked, "Oh master, is there anything that you can tell me as your last advice?" So what the master told, "Don't keep the cat." And then master passed away. Now young student was in another problem. What is this? What is this cat? And then somehow after the funeral, this young student, he start to take care of the school, and then but still in his head, and start to think, what is this? What is this cat? From where this cat? Why this master told me? Because he can't forget, because as a last word, this master told this. And then by the time there was another, the guru or the teacher came to visit. Here, by hearing this, the senior master passed away, another master came to pay his respect to, even though after finished the funeral. So then this young monk, this young student had the discussion, and then this old teacher, this visiting teacher told, "It look like that you bother with something. There's something in your head. What is that?" So then this young student told, "Oh teacher, this is what happened. I used to take care of him. And then in his last day, I asked, so is there any advice that you can give to me?" Then he told, "Don't keep the cat." So I can't understand, what is this? So by hearing this, visiting teacher told, "Oh, it's a long story. Anyway, I will help you to find the meaning of that." And then they had a discussion. So then told, "This year, the teacher who passed away used to be just an ordinary lay person, and then by the time he gave up his family, his household life, and then he became the sannyasi or the yogi. And then he started this ashram in a with the little hut, very small place. And he was kind of like a very simple man and had a few cloth with him. So by the time what happened, he had only one robe. So then at night there was that mouse used to come and eat this cloth. So then what to do? And he start to, whole night and awake and try to protect his robe, because that is the only thing he had. This mouse come and start to eat little by little. So whole night he couldn't sleep. So 1 day, 2 day, just imagine, when every day you can't sleep, what will happen? So then he went to the village and told to people, that I have this situation with this mouse come and start to eat my robe. So then somebody told, "Oh, then you bring a cat. Keep the cat with you." Oh, that's a good idea. So then what the master did, then somebody gave a cat and he took it and brought to the ashram. Now he go to sleep and the cat, used to take care. And it worked. He was so happy. But now what happened? He need to take care of the cat. So then he go to village. Before the cat, he once a day he go, and maybe After 2-3 days, he go to find some food. But now what happened? He need to go and find milk for the cat. And the cat do his job very well. So he was so happy. And then now he need to take cat. So what happened? So more than any other thing, now he start to worry about the cat, and he go to the village every day. And by the time he got tired about this, and then he met the village people. It was a small village, and told, you know what? So I have to come every day to get milk. And there's no refrigerator kind of like that things, you can't keep the milk for a few days. So every day he go. So then somebody told, oh, you don't need to come every day. We can give a cow, then you go take the cow with you, and then you can keep, because the people were so generous. And the master told, oh, that's very good. And even, they're ready to offer a cow. What a good chance this. So what happened? He and the people also was so generous, and so they gave a cow, very good cow. And then now cow give the milk, it does the job very well. And then he take the milk and give it to the cat, and cat also do the job very well. Now his robe is so protected, no mouse, and he take care of the cow. Now, he need to take care of the cat, he need to take care of the cow. So for the cow, he need the grass. Now what to do? He go here and there, and he try to find the grass. He can't do this every day. So he went to the village and told, that I can't take care of this cow like this. I can't find the grass like this. So then there was a boy going here and there, he didn't do any work at the village. It was a small village. So then everybody told, oh, why you not take this guy and keep in your ashram, and then he will take care of the cow. So the master thought, oh, that's very good, and I have a helper, and he will take care of the cow. So the guy came, and he used to take care of the cow. And he go here and there. He's free man, he go here and there. And all the shelter, food, and everything is there. And when you come to the ashram, one of the important things is the food. You have food, and so he was enjoying now free life. Only thing is he need to just bring the grass. He know the village very well, and so by the time he was so free and enjoying his freedom, and what happened? One day he had an affair with the girl, and nowhere to take, and the girl was pregnant, and he took her to the ashram. So what happened now? This guy brought the girl, and it's pregnant, and he can't, send them away. No place to go. This guy used to be, at the ashram and used to take care of the cow very well. So now what happened? So by the time, then there was a baby. So the baby cry, and sometimes, this mother and father, the first child, they have no experience sometimes. But this master used to have the family life, and he when the child cry, and this new mother and father maybe don't care about that much. But when the child cry, he start again feel kind of like that is a fatherhood feelings. So they why this, you have to take care of this child this way, that way, hold the child this, don't hold the child that, keep the child in like this way. So like that he start to take care. So by the time he felt, oh my goodness, I give up that, household life. But now, again, I come back to the same place. I do the same thing. And then he understood and he gave up that and then left that whole ashram and went to and start the new place. So that's why when he died, he advised you not to keep a cat. So see that this interference, this is our nature. So as you know, and we love animals, but when it comes to life, sometimes look, people, they bring animal from nowhere suddenly, and then completely they transform, their personal life. And sometimes the husband, they don't care the husband or the wife, or, they don't care the children, or, they don't care family life, and they start to adopt this, animals. And they always used to take care of the animals and, and take to the hospital and, or do all the other things, and their life completely turned to different level. But as human beings, we sometimes, miss that everything that we have, the most important part in our life, and we interfere with things. Another thing is sometimes when we are in situations, other people like to help and other people try to offer things, and it look like so good for the moment, but we don't see it take us to different level. That's the thing, even the material things, and sometimes take us to different level. So that's why even those in the situations come, you have to remember to be very careful, not to interfere with, not to do something. Why you can't sometimes? That come to the point to understand, to keep your balance and see what you can do yourself without bringing something to that place. There are many other ways. There are many other ways that you can, protect yourself rather than bringing something from outside. So when it comes to the mouse, if the master was careful and he couldn't find himself to find a solution, rather than bringing a cat, but what we does, we always try to bring something from outside and try to find a solution. So that happened to our inside also. That happened to our inside also. But one of the solution for this, that is what called the awareness. When we don't have the awareness, what happens? We always try to find the solution from outside and bring it to inside us. But remember, it doesn't matter whatever the things you bring from outside. It can be a person because for your emotional needs. It can be a thing because for your comfort. So like that, whatever you bring from outside, it's not going to come alone. That's the thing. It's going to come with something which you can't see. So by the time when everything settled down, that whatever that hide inside is going to come up. And that day, you're already inside the trap. You can't get out. So that's why even this is the thing that the practicing equanimity, even in the very conventional level, help you not to get into that kind of trap. So that's why that observing, that when it comes to the sensation, rather than interference, just observing, help you to know that whatever you experience, it will change. But the very nature of our mind, we always take the experience as solid, as permanent. We take it as kind of like something is there, but it is not like that. It's all in our mind. We create that situation there. So when you have the awareness, what will happen? You will recognize the change. When you know the change, it will help you to have the equanimity. When you know the change, it will help you to stay away from bringing things from outside to in. So that way, you can be more safer. But when it comes to very conventional life, it's not going to be very easy for that. That's because that quality going to come when you develop kind of like a, high mental powers, absorption, dharma. So, but just knowingly and practicing yourself equanimity from the basic level will help you to little by little develop in this conventional life with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, desires, with the self-centered mind, with the emotions, with our personal life. Just to be in the moment without bringing and adding things from the outside. So learn to handle your life without adding things. So that is a quality that you can enjoy even. It will develop your confident insight. It will help you to have a very sustainable happiness and satisfaction. So otherwise, if you always have attitude or lifestyle to bring things from outside, there is no end. Another thing is, it's not going to stop in a certain level. It's going to become more and more and more. So we don't need like that. So you are capable to handle your life. So you are capable to maintain your life. If you develop your awareness rather than just bringing things outside, so that awareness will help you to know more deeply. And then maybe you think, oh, there is no then happiness and satisfaction. No, when it comes to deeper awareness, that is where you find the very clear, strong, and higher happiness and satisfaction. So that's why through meditation, you can gain that also. And at the same time, you develop some kind of deeper self-discipline with your needs. So without that discipline, remember, especially like this life, without that discipline inside, it is very difficult for us to find the even conventional success or the happiness. Why? Because when you bring something from outside, somehow you have to pay for that. And we don't know in which way we have to pay. And sometimes for little happiness, for little satisfaction, some people pay from their whole life. So that's why you have to be mindful about it. And so that's why you have to develop the equanimity in a very conventional level. So by the time observing and understanding how things change will help you to go deeper and develop a very higher level of equanimity with your senses, which we call the carnal equanimity, and the deeply with our needs, emotional equanimity, and with our personal life, personal equanimity, and then by the time, spiritual equanimity. And this cravingness, look for liberation, or the look for new things, or look for transformation. And that also by the time will help that to slowly go away and bring the ability to settle down and develop the contentment inside us, accepting each and every moment as it is in a very pure level. And that acceptance will bring the newness to us moment by moment, moment by moment. And that newness will take us away from the cravingness. So that is the day you find that deeply ultimate happiness and satisfaction and develop the highest level of equanimity. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Suvapat Veva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalations. So if your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again, just settle down with the sensation. In the beginning, deeply and gently be breathing, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself and recognize it clearly. Do nothing extra. Bring my attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this, with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.